Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my Seattle Kraken reverse retro, because there's something about my jersey that seems to be different to a lot of other people, and I mainly just want to ask you guys, anyone else who owns this jersey, to see if mine is the same as yours. I've done a little bit of research, some measurements of my jersey, and I've done some research online to see other people's jerseys and some that people are selling. Now, I've only seen a few with my problem, and I've seen some the same size of mine that are not my problem. Super duper strange. But before we get into it, as always, if you guys are new to the channel, it'd mean a lot if you guys subscribed, like the video if you enjoyed. Now let's dive into this mystery. So I'm super confused about this and why this is even a thing. I talked about this specific thing when I unboxed my jersey, but I'll show you guys again because I unboxed it, noticed it, talked about it, and then I kind of just forgot about it. And I'm noticing it again. So let me show you up close. Take a look at my logo and you can see right where the S is near the I, as a little sliver of the teal color, the bright blue, sneaking through there. You can see it a lot more like here. There, it's a little bit of a better angle. You can see it there totally. I don't know why there's a little sliver here where it just isn't aligned. It's like my logo is a little bit higher up compared to some other people's. That's what it seems like. Now, where things get a little bit interesting is I thought maybe this is just my size. Maybe there's something wrong with the size of my jersey. So this is where I did a little bit of research. So I went on to Ben H's eBay because he always posts photos of the jersey up close to the logo and a full on of the logo. The tough thing about Ben H's photos is he reuses these photos no matter what size the jersey is. So even if I go to his size 50 posting, the jersey itself could be like a 54 or 52, and then same with all his other sizes. They're just he just takes the photos once, which I totally get. There's no point. It's the same jersey. There's no point in taking photos of every single size. So I understand that. But what's interesting is you guys will see on one photo he has of the jersey just laying out on whatever he uses to take the photos of, you can see the same little sliver that mine has, but his actually has more of a gap. And then you can see a close-up of it, and there's none. So obviously those are two different size jerseys. I'm just wondering what size is which. So let me show you the first photo on the screen here to make a little bit more sense. This is the first photo. This is from Ben H's eBay. I have a link to his eBay down in the description. You guys should know Ben by now. But this is the jersey that he has posted for, this one's for size 50, but I looked at the comparison of all the sizes. They're literally the exact same photo, no matter what size jersey is. So this is the size 50 that he has, the photo posted. And look, like I'll zoom in, that gap, at least on the photo, looks bigger than the gap of mine. Now, I tried zooming in to see what size this is. It's so hard to tell, but I'm thinking it's like a 52 or a 54. And that would kind of make sense why the gap's a little bit bigger, because if that logo's off-centered like mine is, and the jersey's bigger, then there just would be, I guess, a little bit more of a gap. But what's weird is I'll post the other photo on the screen here. This isn't up close from Ben's, the logo that Ben took and posted on his eBay, and there is no gap on this logo right where the eye is. And what's actually interesting about this is the eye on this photo here that you guys can see actually bleeds down and goes past the line, when if you look at the jersey I have here, it's super duper hard to see, but the eye is kind of like level with the line. But in Ben's post, the eye kind of goes down, which is why that photo on the screen here doesn't actually have the gap when mine does. Super interesting. Obviously they're different sizes, or at least, I mean, they have to be, because one photo has it and one doesn't. So then I started looking a little bit more on eBay and seeing more posts that people had of jerseys around my size. And here's another one that somebody had posted. I'm not sure who, but this is for sale on eBay. It is size 50 and it does not have the gap, which is very interesting because my jersey is size 50, just like the one that's being sold in the photo that you see here on the screen. So these are so inconsistent. Like, people ragging on Fanatics and saying Adidas is perfect. How come these jerseys are so different no matter what jersey it is you're buying? So I took it upon myself to measure out my jersey. I want to put it out there to see if any of you guys who have the gap or don't could do the same thing if you have a size 50. I measured from here the top of the collar to the top of the logo, okay? And that measured 5 inches, okay? 5 inches. And then I measured from the tip, the bottom of the logo, to the very bottom of the jersey on the front, and that measured roughly 10. It was a little bit more than 10 inches, but roughly 10 inches. So I'm curious if anyone out there has a size 50, whether you have the gap or not in your jersey like mine does, what's the measurements? So what's interesting is I took it upon myself to also look at other jerseys that are different sizes. And this is another post that was up on eBay. I'll have a photo on the screen here. And this one's size 54, so 2 sizes up from mine. And again, it does not have that gap in the jersey or in the logo, which is, I just am so confused by how something like this happens. I thought when I looked at my jersey, I got this from Adidas, by the way. Like, I ordered it on the Adidas website. When I got this, it was the first thing I noticed, and I was like, I'm not a big fan of this, because my eye, for some reason, I'm weird like that. I narrow in and focus on these little things, and I heavily focused on that specifically, and I still can't unsee it now that I've seen it. And it's just weird that some other jerseys don't have this. Now the last one I'll show you, this is another post, and this one's of a size 46. Now again, just like the size 50 I showed you online, the size 54, this size 46 also doesn't have the gap. So it's very, very weird to me how on Ben H's post, one of them does, the other close-up one doesn't, and then all these other posts I've seen on eBay doesn't. It makes me wonder if mine's one of like the weird ones that do. So let me know down in the comments if you guys own this jersey, no matter what size your jersey is. Do you have this weird gap in between your logo and the line? I'm just genuinely curious, because like I said, I noticed this when I first unboxed the jersey. I didn't do anything about it. I just kind of left it, and now I'm like genuinely curious about it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, please. I'd really appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, it means a lot to me, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.